up, guys? Go back to Channel 4! Another reaction. We're going back and taking a look at Spencer and Ice Nine Kills. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while since we heard my boy Spence on the mic this time around. It's been a couple months, or like a couple. It's been a few months or so. Like, they've been kind of quiet. I know they're still touring. I know they're still doing all these live shows. It seems like they never stop touring, it seems like. So I don't know how they have time to even write some new music. They've been touring. They've been performing their live shows. They've been doing all their iconic set pieces that I've been seeing as well. That Spencer's being the showman like he always does. But the last Ice Nine Kills one we reacted to was for the Scream film, the latest Scream film, which was Scream 7, you know, featuring the lead actress on the film there, which was kind of surprising for me. I didn't know that she could actually do singing. I didn't know she actually had a amazing voice, actually. I didn't know she actually could sing. But it felt feeling nice, you know. It wasn't as heavy. It was very more like ballad heavy, I would say, between Spencer and her, you know, just to fit the vibe, I guess, towards the ending of the film. Maybe it was like a credit sort of thing. I don't know if they played it during the movie, but all I know is they made it for the movie. So, like I said, I need to go watch it. But either way, it was an okay piece, you know. It kind of reminded me of some of the, like, you know, those softer tracks off their Silver Scream records. Not as heavy, as intense, I would say. More emotional pieces, like I said. But I was hoping for something more. Maybe just because it was made for like a movie sort of thing, they made for like a broader audience, they didn't want to make it as heavy, you know, just scare some people away, I would say. But either way, you're seeing a horror movie, you're gonna get scared anyway. Why not add some heavy music to the mix, if you know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. But these guys have just been on the collaboration game, it seems like non-stop. It seems like every couple months or so we get a new collaboration from these guys. We get a new, you know, taste of what it seems like to be Ice Nine Kills. Because it seems like they're just reaching out and grabbing every sort of IP, every sort of, you know, horror genre they can get their hands on, and to make a song about it. Which is not a bad thing, because, you know, I'm seeing, like, if you're a band based around, like, the horror genre, like horror media and stuff like that, you know, you're going to run out of some ideas eventually. So why not, you know, try to get as many, you know, IPs as you can. Like I said, I have no idea how that stuff works. I don't know how they don't get in trouble for doing that, but I'm sure there's legal obligations they have to go through. But this one is based off the hit video game Dead by Daylight. Now, I played this years ago when it first came out. I know they're on their 10+ anniversary or something like that now, which is insane, at least for a game, you know, lifespan. Because for a game sort of like this, which is kind of like a niche sort of thing, like horror games, there's not really that many much out there like this. I know a lot of games try to now copy this sort of formula, but 10 years, that's a hefty long time to keep a game running, especially, you know, keeping it fresh, you know, keeping it, you know, new. Because I know lately, over the past couple of, you know, decade or so, they've been adding a lot of IP characters, a lot of horror characters into the game to keep the game, you know, fresh, keep the game interesting, about all these, you know, iconic killers, you know, putting into a game, which is a cool, you know, unique idea as well, especially if you want to play as, you know, your favorite horror icon. So I can definitely see why Ice Nine Kills wanted to be a part of this sort of game. So I don't know if Spencer's going to be put into the game himself. I don't know if they're going to have some sort of like in-game skin or in-game sort of music, you know, edition. Maybe they're going to add the song into the game. I don't know, but either way, I'm super excited to check out some more Ice Nine Kills, man. Nothing beats these guys. You never know what to expect. Let's get right into it. But before we get started, be sure to comment on, appreciate it, and it will help me out. And if you like Ice Nine Kills just as much as I do, be sure to like on this video as well. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, checking out some awesome videos. We're just getting started on these heavy bangers, ladies and gentlemen. And also, very quickly, for those of you that don't know, I just released my very first original track over on my channel. If you're a fan of the more hardcore metalcore side of things with deep sounding tones and deep sounding breakdowns, you guys would definitely be a fan of this one, let me just say. So be sure to go over there, check it out, let me know what you guys think. And if you guys are a fan of that one, there's gonna be plenty more coming your way in the near future as well. So yeah, but this is Ice Nine, but let's get right into it. This is Ice Nine Kills' newest release track titled Play Dead. Let's go, boys. Can you feel the darkness? I'm hoping for something heavy, intense, especially for like such a gritty game, you know. Let's go, boys. Build it up. You'll be dead by daylight. Ooh! Oh, there it is. Woo! Okay. Wasn't expecting this kind of chorus for this. Oh, gutturals though. Definitely has that formula though. It's catchy though. They definitely have their iconic way of writing music, I would say. They love their upbeat drums. Go. Go, Spence! Tell me I can't escape! Tell me when we're dead by! Oh man, the chops! Let's go, boys! They definitely have their own unique sound, I would say. Structure to their music. It's good though. Ooh, 2.0 chorus? The guitar man's doing a lot of screams. I don't think I've seen him do those. Check it up. Okay. Okay. Wow. I wouldn't say it's my favorite track, but
looks like you're dead by Dingbar, right?
I have never been
of course
killed
they
that
got to
fast
do their
before.
Well, hold on.
iconic screenplays.
What about the great solo cue drought of 22? He spiraled
Is
out
that
like
Tony
a
Hawk?
concussed flamingo, trying to
What the
dismount a
hell's he
unicycle.
doing in here?
Thanks for reminding me, Tony. So,
You gonna work
Dingbar,
on the next Tony Hawk
any
game too?
tips?
I have no cash for tip. I spent all Canadian bill at Gentleman Club, St. Catherine Street. Loonies for boobies, right?
No, dude, in the game.
I still never
I'm
really
surprised you
understood the whole
tunneled given your
storyline
condition.
of this stuff
Yeah,
they're
what
trying
happened
to
to your
tell.
neck,
But
bro?
Da 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 da. Slip this.
it's fun to watch though.
Dingbar, in my line of work, you gotta wear a helmet. You know what?
What?
I got an extra one for you.
Whoa. Thank you, Tony. One more game, guys. Then we go to 10-year anniversary.
Ooh, maybe they are working on
Dead
Tony
by
Hawk
Daylight
collab.
celebration. Party time, Tony.
I don't think partnering with this band is the right move.
Tony Hawk Horse Skater 5.
Tony Hawk's an icon, but this guy.
Of course, it's the right move. Besides, the insane clown posse
6 or
passing
whatever.
us
I don't
for
even know
that
how
damn
many
Miss
Tony Hawk
Batman
games there are now.
collab.
There's so many.
Ink is all we could afford.
I don't trust this dingbat character. I mean, where's Spencer? Isn't he like the guy?
Was the guy. Dingbar Tarbani replaced him. There was an incident.
I heard everyone around them keeps dying. You know,
Maybe
this
that is
isn't a
Spencer.
video game, right? You can't just hit restart.
He was just
Hey,
playing the
This
character.
is the restart, Jeanette.
No, imposter syndrome, I would say. Because he likes to play all these sort of characters, but oh, so we continue in the story in the next video. I don't know, we might have to check that one out as well. Oh, part 2 coming soon? Oh, well, guess we gotta wait for part 2, ladies and gentlemen. Either way, but this one is just based around the song anyway in itself. I don't know if they're gonna have another song that goes along with part 2. I don't know. Either way, but they love to do these screenplays. They like to do these little skits after each song, just to keep the story going line after throughout all these tracks that they're making, which is kind of hard to follow at this point. I have no idea what's going on. Like the storyline between the Silver Scream 1 and 2 were kind of easy to follow along to. Now it's just all over the place. I have no idea what the hell's going on anymore at this point. We figured out, Spencer was the killer the entire time throughout the whole Silver Screen saga. Then now it seems like it turns out it's not him. So I have no idea what's going on. But either way, songs, video aside, let's get to the song portion of this. But it's not typically best, sort of what I would say from these guys. It does have that same formula. It has that, upbeat, kind of thrashy, sort of, pop punky sort of verse tone when Spencer's singing those verses, when he's not doing the guttural sort of thing. So it's very, they have their way of writing tracks, I would say. I would say each song is kind of reminiscent of one off the other. I wouldn't say this one is a lot drastically different from songs I've heard in the past from them, because this one definitely reminded me of the funeral derangements from their latest, Welcome to Horrorwood album, the Pet Cemetery sort of time. It had that sort of deep tones with the guitars, playing out with the creepy, kind of fast-paced, like Alien sort of style chords that they were doing in there. So it's very reminiscent of that sort of play style in the track, while also, doing that sort of Art the Clown sort of, intense, heavy, just shock factor, guttural shock factor, out of nowhere style, breakdowns in there as well. So kind of reminiscent of those two tracks. But I wasn't expecting a sort of upbeat chorus in this one. I was expecting some more sort of darker, maybe sort of grittier. But I know that's sort of kind of what they have to do. They have to have those catchy choruses. They have to have those crowd chanty sort of choruses that they always have to have in there. So I wasn't expecting that sort of thing, but they have to have it in there some way. It had the short, choppy, breakdown riffs in there. It had the triplets. It had the double bass. It had some sort of fancy lead chords in there as well. But this one, I don't know. It just kind of seems okay to me, just because I'm used to hearing this sound from them. Maybe I'm used to hearing all these songs sound kind of similar. Because with all these songs coming out now, I would say, from all these singles that they're doing, they all kind of sound samey, in my opinion. I don't want to hate on anybody. I don't want to hate. If you like these new songs, all power to you. But to me personally, they all just sound kind of samey. Ever since they did the Art the Clown thing, from then on, doing all these sort of singles, they all just sound the same, in my opinion. But it seems like each song is structured in the same way, if that makes sense, because this song does remind me of a lot of their tracks that they did previously. So each song, you could definitely say it's segmented into certain parts and certain play styles that they have to do within each part of the song, if that makes sense. But it does get me wondering, when that next album is going to come out, if all these songs are going to be on that next album. Because if they are, we probably have an EP, made already with 5 or so tracks already. So who knows what other hidden ones they have from us, or if they are working on other ones in the near future. We're just gonna have to wait and see. So Halloween is just around the corner, so maybe we're gonna get some spookiness coming our way in the near future. Just gonna have to wait for that. But either way, solid track nonetheless. Not really my favorite, but let me know what you guys think, man, because each song does kind of sound samey, in my opinion. If it does sound the same to you, let me know down in the comments below as well if this is one of your favorite tracks. But if you are a fan of the game, be sure to let me know how that's going, because I haven't been on this game in a long time. I would say 10 years also for me. I would say I haven't played this game, but it is crazy to see that this game is still alive. It's still going after all these years. So, and they're still adding more and more characters constantly to the game. So it makes you wonder, when are they going to run out of ideas of people to add to their game, to their media? So I don't know, either way, but hopefully we get some more part 2 on the part 2 sort of thing. If they are going to come out with another track for the part 2, it's just going to be a storyline sort of thing. I don't know. But like I said, the whole storyline thing doesn't make sense to me. If anyone knows anything about the lore, be sure to let me know down in the comments, and I might have to, catch up on that sort of thing. But we got some sort of CGI elements in the music video. We saw Spencer as a playable character in the game, so maybe he is going to be a playable character in the game, which I don't know, or just kind of copying the look of the character that's already in the game. I don't know, but it'll be kind of interesting, to see Spencer in the game as well. That'll be kind of a fun little twist. Have the killer, actually have the Ice 9 killer in the game himself. I don't know what they call this guy, the masked guy, but it'd be cool and interesting to actually have him play as a character in the game, which would be kind of interesting. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to hit that subscribe button, especially new here, who's going through this to go back channel, and you don't miss out on a single one. Guarantee that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.